Hey everybody, Justin Senior here. I'm just hanging out in Los Angeles. Beautiful day out here. I thought I'd spend a couple minutes and do an Ask Me Anything, just answering some of the questions that you guys have posted in my free group, Senior Shopify Mastermind on Facebook. If you're not a member of that, make sure you join that. You can go ahead and search Senior Shopify Mastermind on Facebook. Great content, great conversations going in there, and it's obviously totally free, so we'd love to have you in there. And the first question I'm going to take today is from Tony B, and he says, how many tests should you make with any given product, right? How many times should you test a product? And first of all, in order to answer that question, you need to know a lot about your niche. You need to know how many different ways there are to test your niche, right? And I think it's way more important to figure out what's working inside your niche rather than figure out what product is working. So that means you're gonna wanna test enough times, not necessarily just one product, but you're gonna wanna test enough times to know where the buyers are inside your niche. That's the number one question that you need to answer when you're testing your niche, right? And I teach this in the Bootcamp program, right? In terms of that starting strategy, you need to do everything you can ASAP to answer the question, where do the buyers exist, right? So on an individual product basis, maybe that means you're testing it 1, 2, 3 times, depending on what the data says. But if you have 10 different ways to target your niche, you better be testing all 10 of those. Okay, I got another question. This one's from Marie. She asks, what's the easiest way to create high converting product descriptions, right? The actual copy on your product page for a product that you've never touched before. For example, a t-shirt or a dropship product right from China. Well, first of all, the best way to do this, look in your niche, look at what other people are doing inside your niche, especially on sites that you know are working, and basically model your product descriptions off of the things that you see that are working right now, right? You want to basically not reinvent the wheel. Just kind of start from scratch. You'd have to go and kind of make your own template, or you could just go and find something that's working and start to model off of that. So that's a good place to start, right? If you're not going to order the product and get it in hand, then think about the questions that you would ask yourself if you were a customer or a potential customer for that product, and make sure that your description is going to include that information. But I think if you model it off of some of the other kind of winning stores in your niche, that'll be a great place for you to start. Okay, I got another great question. This one's from Delvin. He says, people are adding the product to cart on his store, but they're not checking out. And to me, that sounds like a trust factor, right? There's maybe something wrong where people are not going to continue on with the checkout because they want to abandon for maybe a reason of trust, right? Maybe add some trust badges, maybe put an FAQ on that. Do anything you can to kind of increase the trust factor on your site. Another thought, it could be, depending on how far they get after adding it to cart, could be the shipping cost, right? If you have a ridiculous shipping cost, if you're doing free plus shipping, you're going to see a ton of abandoned carts. But you know, with Shopify, you're not going to see the shipping cost until step 2 of the checkout. So that could be another reason why people would abandon the cart. And a great way to protect against this is to use Abandonment Protector, right? Use that app. It's only $9 a month, and it's going to automatically send 3 emails to anyone who does abandon their cart. So even if you do have abandoned carts, Abandonment Protector, that app, totally a great way to kind of make some money back off of that.